Hello and welcome to Veeam Backup for Salesforce demo series. Today, I'll talk about recovery of archived records. Situation is the following. During recording of the previous video, I have archived a lot of Salesforce tasks, trying to clean up obsolete data. However, my sales rep now complaining about one of the contacts in Salesforce and missing tasks in its feed. That means I need to roll up the sleeves and bring them back to production environment from the archive. Let's go. I will start from going to the contacts view in Salesforce, where we can see a contact for Anna that supposedly should have more tasks in her activity. I'll leave it like that, but copy Anna's ID right from the URL so we can use it later for easier search in Veeam. Now let's go back to Veeam console to find data for unarchival. It is important to explain you how to read the archival history stats. Go to the Archive tab and then click on the desired policy, where we can see the number of sessions with their session IDs, as well as the number of records processed. Having that in mind, we know that session ID was 6, and during this session, Veeam archived over 1300 records. I already clicked on the link to get more information about those records, aka preview window. Besides that, this information is available via the Browse tab, where you can apply filters and sort it out as well. However, I need to unarchive the data, and for this purpose, I'm going to run the regular recover policy for the records. The beginning of the wizard is always the same. Optionally change the policy name and select Salesforce organization for which restore is going to happen. On the data step, I can search for all the tasks I have in my backups right away, and the end number in my case is over 3500. Okay, that's not exactly what I need. Let's apply display filters, so we'll have a better visual view for those tasks. I'm adding regular Salesforce fields like activity date and name ID, but also something internal by Veeam. For example, archive restore point, backup date, and backup restore point. With this information, I can investigate the history of processing for these records. These fields show me when the data was backed up and then archived. Now it's time to narrow down my search. Remember, my archival policy had session ID number 6. Let's create a data filter with this number to show only tasks processed during that session. Here you go, 1300 tasks. I'm getting closer. Next step, I'll apply an additional filter using the name ID of the contact in Salesforce, which I noted a few minutes ago. Also, instructing Veeam to use filter logic, because I need both conditions at the same time. At the end, look at those results, 47 tasks that belong to the same contact and were archived earlier. Select those records for recovery and go on with the rest of the wizard. This time, I won't explain all the remaining wizard settings. Please watch the other videos in this series to find out more information about them. Fast forward to the end of the job run. At the end, you can note the number of API calls Veeam had to use and the number of records it restored. To double check current situation, let's come back to Salesforce to see those tasks being placed back to Anna. Quick refresh here. All looks much better. Unarchival is successfully managed. That's it for now. Please watch the other videos in this series to discover more product capabilities. Stay tuned and bye!